when you think about like the traditional, most VCs like add net negative value because they don't understand like the operating, like those skill sets are viewed as different.
Yeah.
So
most VCs could not start a company.
Well, and it'd be bad if they tried, right?
I don't know actually. I have a different perspective, is that if you're a thoughtful capital allocator and you know enough about operating, and there have been stories of some of this before, I think because of your point of view, you have a running head start.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're going to execute better, but you have a running head start.
I think of like Fred Wilson at Etsy. He took over Etsy. He was just on the board. Like there are some examples of pure capital allocators. Anyway, keep going.
And I think some of these things are a snapshot in a moment in time. I'm going to go back. I always kind of like to think about stuff from post-World War II to today, which is all of the anecdotes that we hear about today are about, this is how you need to run a company. These are how you need to have people report to you. You need to be able to scale. And then you hear the same thing from venture capitalists, et cetera, which is like, they can't do these things. Well, think about all the tools that we have at our disposal today. Like everything, the speed at which we're able to respond, communicate, the speed at which we can make decisions, the speed at which we can analyze, the speed at which how many people we're in contact with on a daily basis is very different from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago. And so a lot of these concepts that I hear people, again, even give me advice on, which is like, you need to run your company this way. And then I ask, okay, well, why? And what it invariably comes down to is like, well, it made these companies successful. I was like, yeah, well, those companies were built like 1 billion years ago. Now, it's not to say that these companies weren't valuable or the way in which it was structured. There's these...
It could be an outdated playbook.
Yeah, there's I don't know if the playbook is outdated, but the baseboard foundation is important around how they structured culture or how they structured communication. Great, well, I can use 10 tools for that communication to just do things faster.